Hello everyone, welcome to lecture number 5. So today in this lecture number 5, we will be doing from question number 29 to question number 35. Clear? Now let us begin with today's lecture. Now in this question number 1, I want you to shift this question paper to the physics section. So this will be done in the physics part because this question is of physics, not of number system. So kindly shift this paper to the physics section. So once we do physics section, this question will be done at that time. Okay. Now coming to question number 2. In the question number 2, let us read the question part. The question is, if he has to drop all the apples in the bucket, how much total distance he has to run? That means the essence of the question is we need to find the total distance a person need to run under the given conditions to drop all the apples in the bucket. Now, once we proceed to the given statement, in a race, a competitor has to collect 6 apples. That means a competitor in a race has to collect 6 apples, which are kept in a straight line. Okay, this is a straight line. This is the race track. We have to place 6 apples and a bucket is placed at the beginning of the track. Okay, the track begins here where the bucket is placed. This is the bucket, which is at the starting point. The condition is that the competitor can pick only 1 apple at a time. Okay, run back with it and drop it in the bucket. And again go and collect another apple, run back and drop it in the bucket. So doing this, he will cover certain amount of distance. Now we need to find the total distance. If he has to drop all the apples in the bucket, how much total distance he has to run? If the bucket is 5 meters from the first apple, this is apple number 1, this is 5 meters, apple 1, and the other apples are placed 3 meters apart. This is apple 2, this is apple 3, this is apple 4, this is apple 5, and this is apple 6. So the distances from apple 1 to apple 2 is 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters. Clear? If he has to run and collect all the apples, then what will be the total distance the player has to run? Now let us find. To calculate the total distance, first of all, to collect A1, what will be the total distance? See, we'll go 5, we'll return 5. So that will be 10, right? Plus, we'll go 8 and return 8. So that will be 16. Again, we'll go how much? 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 and return 11. That will be 22. Can you see the difference is 6 here? Yes or no? So can I say the next one will be 28? So till now, how much we have covered? Up to A4. Then the next will be 34. A5 is covered. Then the next will be 40. A6 is covered. Clear or not? Got it? Now see, if I add the unit places, this will be 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So that means the unit place has to be 0. So this option is eliminated. If there is a value 40 and you see very high terms here, the numbers are near to 40, 34, 28. So 40 cannot be the answer. And already we have a 10, 16 here. So 50 cannot be the answer. The answer has to be 150. Either you calculate it or you eliminate it. Is it clear? So the process is very simple. You have to find the total distance and add it. Clear? So I hope this won't trouble you any that much in your exam situation. But be careful in plotting this data point. Okay. Now coming to the next question. The next question is, whose income is highest? The question asks you whose income is highest. So that means what I need to do is, it's a comparison type question. So हमें क्या करना है इसमें? We need to find who got the highest amount. Now let us read the statement. The sum of income of A and B is more than that of C and D taken together. So can I say A plus B ka sum is greater than C plus D ka sum? The sum of income of A and C is same as that of B and D taken together. Yani A plus C is equals to B and D. Got it? A plus C is equals to B and D. A earns half as that much as the sum of income of B and D. Yani A is equals to B plus D by 2. So what you got from here, B plus D is nothing but 2A. Can I replace it here? Yes. So A plus C equals to 2A, which implies C equals to A. So once C is equals to A, now go back to here. C and A gets cancelled. B is higher than D. Remember one thing, C and A are same. So that means they cannot be the highest because only one individual has to be the highest. So in that case, A and C both cannot be the answer. So these two are wrong. B is greater than D. Hence B is highest. Clear? Simple? Easy? Got it? Okay. Now let us proceed to the next statement. Next question. The question says, what is the height of the shortest pillar? That means we need to calculate, because the values are asked, we need to calculate the height of the shortest pillar. Now let us read the statement. If there are three pillars, X, Y, Z, all of different heights, three spiders A, B, C start to climb on these pillars. That means A will climb here, B will climb here, C will climb here. These are the three pillars and three spiders. If in one chance A climbs on X by 6 cm but slips down by 1 cm, that means A goes 6 cm, slips by 1 cm. That means the resultant here would be 5 cm. In one chance, the rise of spider A will be 5 cm. Similarly, the rise of spider B will be what? Goes up by 7 cm, slips by 3 cm. This will be 4 cm. Goes up by 6.5 cm, slips by 2 cm. So this will be 4.5 cm. Got it? If each of them has got 40 chances to reach to the top of the pillar, what is the height of the shortest pillar? That means each of them will get 40 chances. I want to bring your attention to one thing. In this type of problems, like the spider problem, or these are famous drunkard problem, or the frog jump problem, all these follow the same pattern. Got it? In case of spider, goes up, falls down. Drunkard goes 6 meters, comes back by 2 meters, something like this. Okay, or goes by 6 feet, 6 feet and comes back 2 feet. Now in frog jump, goes up by 6 cm and falls by 3 cm. Such type of problems, the application remains the same. Now what is the application? Always have this thing in your mind. Suppose the chances given are, suppose five chances are, or say three chances are given to you. Okay, in the first chance, if it is going by 6 cm, falls by 1 cm, the resultant will be 5 cm. In the second chance, will go by 6 cm, falls by 1 cm, the resultant will be 5 cm. In the third chance, it will go directly 6 cm. It won't fall by 1 cm because it has reached to the top. So always remember, the number of chances given to you is 40. That means the 5 cm resultant will be applicable for 39 steps. And in the last chance, it will directly go as 6 cm. As much as it can go in the first shot. Rather, it won't fall again. Clear? So I hope this concept is clear. So here, what will happen? If the person or if the spider is given 40 chances, that means ये जो 5 cm का resultant है, it will be applicable for 39 chances, and in the last chance it will directly go up by 6 cm. So what will be the value total? 39 into 5 plus 6. Here it will be 39 into 4 plus 7 because it goes up by 7 cm. Here it goes up by 6.5 cm. So here it will be what? 39 into 4.5 plus 6.5. Now it has asked you what is the height of the shortest pillar. Now first of all, let us eliminate. Here it is 39 into 5. And here it is 39 into 4. Here it is 39 into 4.5. These numbers are not that big to counter them. Are you getting this? Because it's just 6, 7, 6.5 here. 39 into 5 is been done. So obviously you can see these numbers and say that this number is the least or not. Out of 39 into 5 and 39 into 4.5. Don't go blindly, but have some logic. Since these numbers, देखो कैलकुलेट तो हर कोई कर लेगा. कैलकुलेट अगर करना है तो यहां बता के कुछ फायदा नहीं. आई हैव टू टीच यू सर्टेन ट्रिक्स. क्लियर? 39 point into 4, 39 into 5, 39 into 4.5. Out of this, obvious सी बात है, 39 into 4 is way lesser than these two value. So obviously this will be the list. You need not calculate everything. सबको कैलकुलेट करना जरूरी नहीं है. गॉट इट? सो 39 इंटू 4 अगर करोगे यहाँ पे 6 आएगा. उसके साथ अगर आप 7 ऐड करोगे तो एंड में 3 आना चाहिए. So that means your answer is 163. Got it? These are not blind tricks. These are easy calculation tricks. Okay? These are easy calculation tricks. Why I eliminated this and this? It should have certain reason. And why I didn't calculate also has some reason. Because I am doing the unit place calculation. 9 into 4 6. ऑब्वियस सी बात है यहाँ पे कुछ आएगा, बट यहाँ पे तो 6 आना ही आना है. प्लस 7 है तो 6 plus 7 will be 3 here, because 13 is the sum. So 3 will be in the unit digit. There is no 3 in the unit digit out of this 4 option. It only in the B. It has got a 3 in the unit place. So B is your correct answer. Got it? I hope it is clear, or else you can calculate it. So this question is done. Now let us proceed to the next question. The next question, it has asked you what is the time taken by it to strike at 10 o'clock. Okay. That means there would be certain amount of strike. The clock will strike. And in that case, we need to calculate how much time it takes to strike at 10 o'clock. Now see, a clock strikes once at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, it will strike once. Ting. And at 2 o'clock, it will strike twice. Ting, ting. Got it? At 3 o'clock, it will strike thrice. So that means it is taking certain amount of time to strike. At 5 o'clock, it will strike if it takes 12 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock. Clear? So that means there will be 5 strikes. 5 strikes will take 12 seconds. At 10 o'clock, there will be how much strikes? 10 strikes. At 10 strike, it will take how much seconds? अगर 5 strike को आप 12 seconds ले रहा है, 10 strike को 24 seconds लेगा. Because it will be doubled. So your answer will be 24. Easy? B is your correct answer. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next question. Now in this question, it has asked you who amongst them obtain the highest marks. So that means it is a comparison type question. We need to compare. Let us read the statements now. Randhir obtained more marks than the total marks obtained by Kunal and Debu. Randhir obtained more marks than total marks of Kunal and Debu. I want to tell you one thing. If such statement comes when Randhir is greater than Kunal plus Debu, that means you cannot conclude here that Randhir is greater than Kunal. Sorry, if Randhir is greater than Kunal and Debu, okay. Randhir marks is greater than Kunal and Debu. That means, can I conclude that Randhir is greater than Kunal as well as Randhir is greater than Debu? Obvious सी बात है, अगर दोनों को सम करके किसी का मार्क आ रहा है, that means individually also Randhir is greater. So please note this. If you get something like A is greater than B plus C, that is implied that A is greater than B as well as A is greater than C. If A, B, C are all positive numbers. Got it? Condition. Now, this is our first condition we got. Now the second is the total marks obtained by Kunal and Shankar. Kunal and Shankar are more than that of Randhir. कुणाल एंड शंकर के मार्क्स रणधीर से भी ज्यादा है. नाउ रणधीर मार्क्स इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? कुणाल एंड देबू. सो कुणाल will be cancelled. Can I say S will be greater than D? Are you getting this? Randhir was earlier greater than Kunal and Debu. So Kunal plus Shankar is greater than Randhir, will be greater than Kunal plus Debu. So Kunal will be cancelled here. Shankar will be greater than Debu. This is our third condition. Now, Sonal obtained more marks than Shankar. Sonal obtained more marks than Shankar. So can I say Sonal obtained more marks Shankar? So which implies Sonal is greater than Shankar is greater than Debu. Now Debu और रणधीर में रणधीर is greater. Kunal और रणधीर में रणधीर is greater. Neha obtained more marks than Randhir. So Neha obtained more marks than Randhir. Who amongst them got the highest marks? Randhir. Is there any evidence that you have got? Because there is no relation between Randhir and Sonal. There is no relation between Kunal and Sonal. Clear? So can I say that in such a case, there is no such evidence to calculate who has got the highest marks? So these data are inadequate. Clear? So D is the correct answer here because there is no such evidence. There is no other relations to establish a pair. Clear? To establish the spectrum, who has got the highest mark. Got it? Okay. Now let us proceed to the next question. Very important question. Mark this question as very important. The question is, three-digit numbers have the following characteristics. All the three digits are different. Such type of questions are coming in exam. All three digits are different. Number is divisible by 7. The number on reversing the digit is also divisible by 7. How many three-digit numbers are there? In such case, usually what I uh, see is usually students leave this question because they don't find the appropriate way to solve this question. देखो, जब भी आपको क्वेश्चन ऐसा मिले कि एक थ्री डिजिट नंबर से विच आर सर्टेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस थ्री डिजिट नंबर बी ए बी सी. Got it? Let the three-digit number be ABC. Now remember, ABC can be represented as 100A plus 10B plus C. Why? Number being 757, sorry, 753. It can be written as 700 plus 50 plus 3. This is nothing but 7 into 100 plus 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1. Place expansion. Okay, got it. Now if the numbers, all the three digits are different, so A is not equals to B is not equals to C. First condition, I have represented it in this form. The number is divisible by 7. As I already told you, if any number is divisible by 7, since I don't know this number, I cannot write it as ABC is divisible by 7. No, it is completely wrong. अगर मुझे नंबर पता है then only I can write it. So the number ABC is this. I can write this as 7 times of P. Clear? Now this is the condition that I obtained from this bit. The number is divisible by 7. Now the number on reversing the digit is also divisible by 7. Let us reverse the digit. What will be the number when it is reversed? 100C plus 10B plus A. It is also divisible by 7. When you have two conditions, you subtract this. Subtraction will cancel this. 100A and A will give you what? Learn the approach. 99A plus this C minus 100C will be minus 99C equals to 7 times of P minus Q. Yes or no? Got it? So what you got? 99 into A minus C. इससे घबराना नहीं है. Enjoy it. Yes, ये एक approach है. I need to understand this. I need to make a note of this. If such kind of question comes, I will use it. That is your approach. और अगर घबरा जाओगे कि हाँ मुझे ये कैसे पता नहीं चला, so अगर पता नहीं था, if you didn't know this, just add it to your knowledge base. As simple as it is. ठीक है, एक नॉलेज बेस को बढ़ाना है, ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे पता होना चाहिए था ये वाला चीज. गॉट इट? यही होता है यूजुअली. व्हाट स्टूडेंट्स डू इज दे थिंक दैट मुझे ये चीज आना चाहिए था. नहीं, आप सीख रहे हो. अंडरस्टैंड दिस, एड इट टू योर नोट्स, नो दिस फैक्ट, यूज इट इन द एग्जाम. एज सिंपल एज इट इज. नाउ दिस इज इक्वल टू 7 टाइम्स ऑफ सम नंबर. देखो, अगर ये नंबर 7 से डिविजिबल है तो दैट मीन्स 7 शुड कैंसिल आइदर 99 और A minus C और बोथ ऑफ देम. एक नंबर है, अगर है 7 into 11, ये डिविजिबल बाय 7 है? यस है. क्यों? ये 7 इसको कैंसिल कर रहा है. अगर नंबर है 7 into 14, क्या ये डिविजिबल बाय 7 है? क्यों? ये 7 इसको भी कैंसिल कर रहा है, इसको भी कैंसिल कर सकता है. अगर एक नंबर है 9 into 7, 77, क्या ये 7 से डिविजिबल है? हाँ है। क्यों? 7 इसको कैंसिल कर रहा है। किसी को भी अगर कैंसिल कर रहा है, इफ इट इज कैंसिलिंग एनी वन ऑफ देम, दैट मीन्स द नंबर इज डिविजिबल बाय 7. सो 7 कैन आइदर कैंसिल दिस और बोथ ऑफ देम. गॉट इट? सिंस 7 इज अ प्राइम नंबर, 7 एक प्राइम नंबर है. गॉट इट? अगर 7 के जगह 12 होता, 12 को मैं डिवाइड कर सकता हूँ. कैसे? 3 और एक 4 में, और इसको 3 इंटू 2 में कर सकता हूँ. क्लियर? ये आगे देखेंगे. सो 7 99 को कैंसिल कर रहा है क्या? नहीं. 99 इज नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 5. सो द नंबर टू बी डिविजिबल बाय 7, इट हैज टू डिवाइड a माइनस सी. सो a माइनस सी हैज टू बी डिविजिबल बाय 7. तो हमारे पास जितने भी नंबर्स है, अगर आपको पता है 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, क्लियर? हमें ऐसा नंबर ढूंढना है जिसका सब्ट्रैक्शन 7 से डिविजिबल हो. लेट अस पिक 9. 9 को किसके साथ सब्ट्रैक्ट करने से 7 से डिविजिबल होना चाहिए? 9 एंड 2 विल बी अ पेयर, बिकॉज 9 माइनस 2 विल गिव यू 7 का मल्टीपल. 8, 8 के साथ 1, so one pair is 9 and 2, the other pair is 1 and 8. Clear? So we got the pairs as the number as 9b2 1b8. Got it? अभी हमें इसको 7 से डिवाइड करना है, तो कैसे करेंगे? ये होगा, इसका अल्टरनेट भी होगा 2b9/7. अभी देखो 7 का मल्टीपल में कौन सा ऐसा नंबर है जो 2 से शुरू हो रहा है? कैन आई से 7 into 3 is 21? क्लियर? सो अगर मैं इसके जगह क्या डाल सकता हूं? क्या इसके जगह 2 आएगा? नहीं. क्या इसके जगह 9 आएगा? नहीं. इसके जगह क्या क्या आ सकता है? 219 हो सकता है. अगर 219 है तो क्या ये 7 से डिविजिबल होगा? नहीं, क्योंकि 7 3 is 21, 9 बच जाएगा. ये नहीं होगा. 239, क्या ये डिविजिबल होगा? यहाँ पे अगर 23 आएगा तो 7 3 is 21 हो जाएगा, फिर 29. नहीं. 249 होगा क्या? 7 3 is 21, फिर 39. नहीं होगा. फिर 259 होगा क्या? 259/7. 7 4 is 21, फिर 49 हो रहा है. सो 259 विल बी आंसर. So one is 259, the other is 952. Got it? Automatic. Again, 1b8 में क्या करोगे? आपको चेक करना है ऐसा कौन सा नंबर है. अगर आप चेक करोगे, the number would be 168. Why? Because 7 2s are 14, फिर एक 28 हो जाएगा 7 4. अगर मैं 168 करूंगा डिवाइडेड बाय 7, दिस विल बी 7 2s are 14, फिर 28, that is 24. 168 and 861. So these are the answers. Clear? So total how many numbers you have got? 4 numbers, because you got 2 pairs. Each will get 2 options. बट एक चीज ध्यान रखो, अगर पेयर मिल गया इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आंसर हो जाएगा. इसको चेक करना पड़ेगा ऐसा एक नंबर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है क्या. अगर कर रहा है, देन इट विल गिव यू द आंसर. सिंस यहाँ पे एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, सो इट इज गिविंग यू द आंसर. गॉट इट? सो व्हाट विल बी द आंसर हियर? 4. सो हाउ मेनी सच नंबर्स आर देयर? 4. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. अगर आपको अप्रोच पता है तभी जाके इसको सॉल्व कर पाओगे, नहीं तो आप इसको छोड़ के आओगे. सो डू मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट एंड यूज इट इन द एग्जाम इफ इट कम्स अगेन. ठीक है? सो विल सी अगेन इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. बट बिफोर दैट आई हैव टू डू अ रिविजन. व्हाट रिविजन? एक लेक्चर नंबर 2 का रिविजन करेंगे और लेक्चर नंबर 4 का रिविजन करेंगे. लेट अस गो टू लेक्चर नंबर 4 फर्स्ट. लेक्चर नंबर 4 में हमने क्या क्या किया था? एक क्वेश्चन ये वाला था, ये वाला बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट था, आर और एस का डिविजिबिलिटी टाइप. ठीक है? जिसमें हम निकाले थे, ट्रिक क्या था, r = 5 है, s = 5b करके करना था. ये वाला क्वेश्चन लैडर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, 4 नीचे 4 ऊपर, बीच में मिडिल पॉइंट, टोटल 9. शटल सर्विस कितना, एक दिन रनिंग चाहिए ना एक दिन में, तो 2 अगर ट्रेन होंगे तभी जाके ही डेली शटल सर्विस हो पाएगा. क्लियर? ये वाला वाज अ रिपीट क्वेश्चन. नाउ ये वाला टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉयज, बेसिक कैलकुलेशन. दिस वाज द पर्सन हु विल गो एंड अगेन कम बैक विदाउट लैम्प. तो हमने एक हाईएस्ट वाला को पिक किया, एक लोएस्ट वाला को पिक किया, कंप्लीट किया, फिर वापस आ गए, टोटल कैलकुलेट किए. क्लियर? नाउ व्हेन वी केम टू दिस क्वेश्चन, टोटल पीरियड, टोटल लेंथ निकाले, फिर उसके बाद पीरियड्स को डिवाइड किए, 5 मिनट्स को ऐड किए, फिर एक सोल्यूशन निकाले. क्लियर? सो दिस वाज लेक्चर नंबर 4. सो हमने लेक्चर नंबर 4 का फर्स्ट रिविजन खत्म कर दिया. कल कल हमने इसको किया था, फिर आज इसका फर्स्ट रिविजन हो गया. अभी हम लेक्चर 2 को जाएंगे। लेक्चर 2 का थर्ड सेकेंड रिविजन है। देखो, लेक्चर नंबर 2 में हमने क्या किया था। लेक्चर नंबर 2 में ये फास्टर, कौन फास्ट है कौन स्लोअर है, वो वाला कैलकुलेट किए थे। देन हु इज टॉलर, एक ब्लड रिलेशन वाला क्वेश्चन किए थे। ऑल वुमेन्स आर मतलब शॉर्टर देन देयर रिस्पेक्टिव हस्बैंड। फिर उसमें कोई ब्रदर रिलेशन है, उसको एस्टेब्लिश किए थे। नाउ दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन जो टिकट वाला चैरिटी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन। इसमें लोगों का ये गलती होता है कि हम वन थर्ड किसका लेना है, वन थर्ड ऑब्वियसली इसका लेना है, वो थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है आपको। ठीक है। नाउ ये वाला क्वेश्चन को क्या था, अच्छा पैसा था सबके पास, फिर समवन डोनेटेड दैट मच, ये उसको पैसा दे दिया, वो उसके पास इतना ज्यादा था। सो फाइंड द मैक्सिमम अमाउंट, किसके पास ज्यादा पैसा है। ठीक है। और एक चीज लोगों को दिक्कत आ सकता है कि इंग्लिश मैथ्स में, देखो मैथ्स हैज नो लैंग्वेज हियर, ये देर इंग्लिश में भी हो, मैं तो लिख रहा हूँ ना इंग्लिश में, टू तो ऐसे लिखूंगा। ओके, नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट इट, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड ओके कैसे अप्रोच हो रहा है। मैं वैसे भी इंग्लिश हिंदी दोनों मिला के करवा रहा हूँ। नाउ अ बेल रिंग्स 18 मिनट्स, अ बेल रिंग्स 24 मिनट्स, ये पूरा वाकिफ हो गए हो इस क्वेश्चन से। व्हाट इज दैट, एलसीएम बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, क्लियर। हॉबी वाला क्वेश्चन, ये वाला क्वेश्चन, ट्रैफिक सिग्नल वाला क्वेश्चन, रेस ट्रैक वाला क्वेश्चन, क्लियर यार सेम। ओके, दिस वाज अ 630 चिल्ड्रन इन सीटेड इन अ रो, बेसिक एडिशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, बट यहाँ पे गलती हुआ है। यू कैन चेंज, द मिस्टेक वाज 6x इक्वल्स टू 695, ये गलती है। यहाँ पे थोड़ा इवेल्युएशन का गलती हुआ है, ये कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक्स एग्जाम हॉल में भी हो सकता है। ओके, 6x इज इक्वल्स टू 675, 675 will give 112.5, मैं यहाँ पे गलती से 695 लिखा हूँ, ये 675 होगा, प्लीज चेंज इट। गॉट इट। Now, this question is again LCM based question, bullet firing. At what time they will be fired together? I hope this revision is done. So second revision of lecture 2 is done. Now, once any topic second revision is done, it is your duty that on Sunday you revise all those topics whose second revision are done. Okay, every Sunday you just revise them. With this, by the end of the course, the whole thing will be revised at least 3 times. Okay, that is, once we'll do the lecture, 2 revisions I will do in the lecture itself, 1 revision you will do at your home on Sundays. So with this, everything will be done. Nearly 3-4 times revision हो ही जाएगा. Got it? और important question mark हो जाएंगे, उसको बार बार revise करते रहना है. Clear? So we'll see you again in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Jai Hind.